Hi boys and girls, I'm so excited to get to do another lesson with you. So I thought it would be fun to make a couple of little birds. I thought they would be a nice Mother's Day gift for your mom or your grandma or any special person in your life. I thought that would be really nice. So my mom loves birds, so that's why I thought birds would be really fun. So I want to show you, this is one that I did and then I colored with a marker. And then here's another one that I did and I just colored that one with some colored pencils. So, and this one I haven't colored yet. So anyway, just wanted to, so you could kind of get an idea about what they look like. Now I'm going to use a piece of paper and a Sharpie. And I like to use a Sharpie when I do these for you because I think you can see it much better than if I did it with a pencil. Feel free to do this with a pencil. And that way, if you want to erase something, you can erase it. Or start with a crayon or a marker, whatever you would like to use. So I'm just taking a piece of paper. You can take any size paper you want. And that way you can make any size. If you want to make it into a card, you could just fold it in half like this. And then you could put your birds right here and make a card like that. Or if you want it to be a nice big picture and your mom can hang it on the fridge or put it in a frame, then you've got a nice big piece of art like that, okay? So however you want to make it and whatever you want to turn it into. So it's super easy because guess what? We start with the number 2. We're going to make 4 number 2s. That's how easy it is. You just turn the number 2s into a bird. And I get so excited when I can just take a number or letter and turn it into something cool. So I tried doing this upside down so you could see it better, but it didn't turn out all that great. So I'm just going to do it this way. So I'm going to make 4 number 2s sort of in the middle of my page. And I'm just making very simple 2s. 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so those are my number 2s. I've just got 4 number 2s on my paper, and it's going to turn into this. I'm so excited. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to connect my number 2s at the bottom. I'm just going to draw a line to connect them. This is going to be the branch. I'm going to make this one extend out forward a little. This is going to be the branch that my birds are perched on. I always like to put my Sharpie lid on the bottom of my Sharpie so I don't lose it. So I'm going to put another line there just for the bottom of the branch, okay? So now I'm ready to start creating my birds. And the first thing I'm going to do is make their heads. And I'm just going to make a curved line to connect these 2 2s. I always like to start with my finger. That way I kind of get an idea about how big I want it, what I want it to look like. So I'm just going to take my Sharpie and connect these with the curved line. And that will be my first bird's head. And then my second bird, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to make another curved line connecting those 2. Okay, so now I have their heads, even though they don't look much like heads yet, do they? But it's going to come together quickly. So now I'm going to make the beaks, and you can make your beak any way you want. I'm going to make kind of a curve, sort of like it's a sideways V, kind of a curved V, and then just another curve like that. And then I'm going to make one with just a sideways V or triangle, and then a line, just so you can see a couple of different types of beaks. Then I'm going to make the eyes. And I'm just going to make circles for the eyes. I got this great idea from another teacher. Teachers always have such great ideas, and teachers love to copy from other teachers. So I'm going to make an eye for this one, and I just make a circle, and then I draw a curved line in that circle, and I'm just going to fill that side with black. Okay, so do you see how the bird's starting to come together there? Okay, now I'm going to make the wings. So I'm going to use this top part of the number 2 to make my first wing. And I'm just going to bring that top part down till I touch my branch. And then I'm going to go below my branch like and make a little V there. And I'm going to sort of try to line it up so that it just looks like that wing is behind the branch. Can you see that? That's a cool trick, isn't it? Okay, then I'm just going to make a couple little curved lines like to sort of round it out, make it look a little bit round there. And then I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm just going to bring this top part of the 2 down to the branch, and then I'm going to go below the branch and make a V. And so that it kind of looks like it's just behind. And I'm going to make a couple of lines again to give it that little round, starting to look like a bird. Okay, now I'm going to take care of this wing, and I'm going to just blend that wing into the tail feathers. So I'm going to come below my branch. I like to make it look like it's just behind the branch. So I kind of line it up there. I'm coming way down, kind of curve. I'm going to make a jig-jag there and then bring it up so it sort of touches this other, oops, just dropped it to my Sharpie. So it touches right there, that part of the wing, okay? And then I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm just going to come below the branch, and this one I might make a little longer and just bring it back up. And then I have my two beautiful birds. Now they need some legs because they're perched on this branch. So I'm going to put a leg here and a leg here. And then the same thing on this side. I'm just making two curved lines together to make the leg, and then two curved lines there to make the other leg. And then I have my super cute birds that would make such a beautiful gift. It doesn't even have to be for Mother's Day. They're just so cute, aren't they? And then I would take my markers or crayons or colored pencils or whatever I have and color my birds to make them look beautiful. And something else you can do, this is something I really like to do when I make something in the middle of a big piece of paper like this, is to make a border or a frame around it. So you could make a nice border like this, kind of a fancy one if you wanted to, all the way around. I'm just making some curved lines, and then that would make a nice border. You could do that all the way around. You could also add other detail. If you wanted to make a tree, turn this into some birds that are sitting in a tree. If you wanted to put a nest somewhere, you can add all kinds of detail to it to make it your own and to make it special. And you know, detail always is nice when you add detail to your art. And I really am kind of fond of nice fancy borders, or just making some nice frames. So I think I'm just going to take my border all the way around like this. And I'm just going to connect those. And then I think I'll just do the same thing on the bottom. Oh, it looks like my Sharpie's drying out a little bit. And now I have a nice frame around my birds. Okay, boys and girls, I hope that you enjoyed making these birds. I love you. I miss you so much. I hope that you're healthy. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.